Hey guys, and happy Saturday, hopefully, if I'm not horrible at editing. First of all, you're probably like, what the hell, man? You look like a sweaty mess. Also, what's with the hat? You look like a duck. None of you are probably that mean, but I'm just gonna say, fail safe my bases. But, if you're wondering why I'm wearing the hat, is because I'm full of sweat. It's just nasty. Most of it's in here, to be honest with you. I work out with a hat on just so I don't get bad acne on the forehead and whatnot. And yeah, oh god. Anyways, hi. I kind of messed up. I was supposed to make this video before my day was done, before I went to work out, but forgot about that because Overwatch and Battleborn were too fun to play, and I just forgot, to be honest. Also, I'm kind of out of breath because I literally just came here and did this because it is currently 2:41. If you don't believe me, my phone. Oh, go over here. You see? 2:40. Bam. I changed it, actually. I took the entire... No, I didn't. But, yeah, essentially that's what I just did. So, if you guys are wondering my appearance, there it is. On a side note, you guys are going... I finished off Mirror's Edge. Words. I finished off Mirror's Edge, and it was a blast. But I do have a few things you guys are probably noticing throughout the parts that there are... One, it's a racing game, as much as it is a first-person combat game. It's very much a racing game, and I've never been a fan of those for a ton of reasons, because I feel like they get repetitive, kind of, but I don't know. I tried to do, at the end of the game, I do like a review thing. I did my best to try to look at it objectively and not throw overwhelming amounts of my opinion in there, because frankly enough, I don't know, I'd rather look at something that I don't like in a way that another person could enjoy it, not that it's a bad game, and I did like it, I do really like the game, but there was a lot of moments in the game where I was watching and editing, and as soon as I seen the moments happen again in editing, I was like, yeah, I hated that so much. It's just because that story of Mirror's Edge is so good that I was just in like the honeymoon state of the game as soon as it ended, because I really like the story of that game, especially the way it handles things. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah. Anyways, need water real quick, real fast. Anyways, so we're back on Battleborn and Overwatch. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me while we did that. Not that I don't think you guys enjoyed it, or the thing I like about Let's Plays, and not the thing that's not really great about videos like Battleborn and Overwatch, is that it's very hard to jump onto that and to watch them, most of them. Whereas if you do a Let's Play, a couple years down the line, someone has the potential to watch that and watch all of them. So it's kind of good in that manner. It's more of like the thing that you wait on, opposed to just banking on it immediately. Unless you're known to being like a really good Let's Player, who gets the game early, main thing. But yeah, that's the kind of draw to that. By the way, the reason why I'm using this hat, because even though it looks unproportionate because my head is weird, but and not my other hat, is because I don't want it to get all sweaty and nasty. So yeah, none of you asked, but I thought I'd cover my bases again. As of Fallout 4 Far Harbor. As of that, we're going to be jumping on that in a while. I think I'll give it... Honestly, I don't know. It's just whenever I want to play it, which may be tomorrow. I just recorded a bunch of videos, Overwatch and Battleborn for you guys, so I'm going to try to upload that gradually. And yeah, I completely just fell off what I was talking about. Oh, right, Far Harbor. Fallout 4 Far Harbor. Jesus Christ. We're going to be jumping on that as soon as I feel like it, I guess, because I can't do it tomorrow because I got to edit all those Overwatch and Battleborn videos I made for you guys to make sure that you guys can get them fairly soon, because you guys have went quite a while without that. And honestly, those are the games that I want to really make sure you guys know I'm doing it. Not because they're popular, but because I really like doing them. And I feel like I could do that game for like ever. Like I could play Overwatch and Battleborn for like crazy amounts of time and enjoy myself to the 10th degree. But yeah, also in my what is it called, over Mirror's Edge game Let's Play, god words, I'm sweating, dude, all the blood is in my arms and my legs, not in my head. But in Mirror's Edge, the Let's Play, I hinted kind of, it might have been hard to read, but I was hinting at the fact that I made an arts and crafts type of thing that I am slightly embarrassed by, but also really proud of. Let me go get it. Okay, to make this less weird and terrible, I told you guys a while back that I work out, and then I told you guys a while back that I wanted to do something more than just work out. I didn't want to just run on a treadmill. I wanted to like pick up something and do it, so I ended up learning how to use a bow staff and just learning that kind of shit. And then I seen this thing in a video game that I'm absolutely hyped for, and I was like, huh, that looks like a really cool thing. I wonder if there's any sort of stance / martial arts thing that you could potentially use with that. I looked it up. There's not really anything like it, like how you would use it. There is like offbeat ones that are the same kind of idea, the way you use it. But essentially, Watch Dogs 2, Watch Dogs 2, I made, what is his name? Whatever, the guy who we're gonna be playing in Watch Dogs 2, his melee weapon. And not even like, I made a rope and some string. I literally went to the store, got some paracord, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically like parachute wire, or cord, so it's really fucking strong. And then I looked up how to braid that thing to make it so it's crazy strong, because it's got 4 ropes intertwined with it, and this is it. This is it right here. I literally made it exactly pretty much how it was, and that's just by looking at it. But anyways, the braid, wait a minute, we're gonna get close-ups and shit of this, because as weird as it is, I'm weirdly proud of it. So, deal, please. There we go. So it's an 8-ball that I drilled some stuff through it. I've weaved a rope through it, which was extremely hard, and then I knotted it, and then I started the crazy braid that is really fucking strong. It's basically 4 ropes intertwined with to make one, and it's still flimsy. It's not like super, like this. It can still be bent. And then this is where it got hard, and this is where my brother had to kind of help me, because for some reason it's amazing. Well, I don't know how he knows, but he figured out how to weave a braid back into itself so that when you pull on it, it gets tighter. So essentially, he was able to make this loop where your hand can go through or whatever. And then he melted the paracord to blend into the other rope, so it didn't detach. Even if it did, it's not supposed to, because the braid is supposed to tighten. But still, on a side note, my brother is a mutant and has the most calluses on his fingers. So what he ended up doing, I'm really blurry. What he ended up doing was, instead of taking a fork to because what you do is you heat up the paracord, it melts into like a plastic, and then you push on it, and that essentially melts it to whatever you push it on. My brother has so much calluses on his hands that he licked his tongue and then just pushed it with his bare thumb. Hot, steaming, boiling plastic, just touched it and smushed it, and it's perfectly flush with the rope. I don't know what he is made of, but it's not human. Anyways, love my brothers. 2 brothers, they're the greatest. Anyways. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm super proud of it. I can actually use it. Am I gonna be a douche and start flinging it around like a noob? No, I'm not. But maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll take you guys along on, I don't know, a weird workout video. I don't know, that sounds really weird. But maybe. I don't know what the future holds, man. We could do a bunch of things. But anyways, guys, as of anything else, honestly, not a lot. I've just, I went and played Overwatch, and my god, I was playing characters that I didn't really click with. I played them because I wanted to show you guys them, not so much that I really enjoyed them. For instance, I played Soldier 76, which probably my least favorite character. I just don't really like the fact that he's so dependent on accuracy and tracking. Not that I can't do that, but just that I don't like that. I like Genji and Tracer because they have so many tricks up their sleeve. I like that. I like outsmarting somebody opposed to out-skill shooting them. I like messing with their psyche and making sure that I can get past them, or the fact that they're gonna chase me because I have low health. But in itself, that's a weakness. That's something where I could be trailing him to a person that is on my map. When I'm Roadhog, I could be dashing as Tracer. I could be just dashing right to Roadhog. Reaper thinks he's gonna get a 1-up on me, and then Roadhog just fucking annihilates him when he comes around the corner. I love stuff like that. I think that's way more fun and takes way more skill to do. Because anybody could just play a character a lot and get good at aiming. Not to say that isn't important or awesome. It's just not what I like. Also, on a side note, I was debating if I was going to talk about this, but in one of my my Battleborn videos, we were talking about Wrath, which honestly, I completely expected all the comments I got from that one, which was basically along the lines of people telling me how to play him, which was awesome, but also people criticizing me on my opinion and not my opinion so much as what I said, which was I think Wrath needs a buff because said reasons. But when looking at the gameplay, I should probably squeeze it in as a little voice reminder. But it seemed like it wasn't the character that was weak. It was the fact that I was getting double teamed all the time. I was getting double teamed by Elena and Bolter and Wrath. Even Wrath doesn't have enough power to get through Boulder's shield, but also you can knock Boulder up in the air and Boulder can still hold up his shield, I think. And Elena can just heal him up from full. And Elena also was really good about putting down her guys. Like, there was just a bunch of things that were happening that were just unlucky and getting team killed, basically. Like, not team killed, getting teamed up on and then killed. It wasn't so much as me just shitting the bed, pretty much, just failing horribly. It was more me getting put up against 4 people and me being like, why is Wrath not able to handle that? Like, it's a bit much. Anyways, in that video, I was talking about how Elena and May are like the same person. Like, they both are basically rage fuel for May, and they play kind of similar in a way. And in that, I mentioned that I was like, hey man, it feels really good to play May and like slow up. The way I said it was, I was like, it feels really good to play May and slow them down and then just kill them. And it's just like, yeah, that's right, gotcha. And one of you guys said something that I found hilarious, because I could hear it when editing. I was like, yeah, that's probably the way that sounds. You're like, wow, Frost, you're really sadistic. And I'm like, you see what had happened was, I was meaning it in a revenge way, not in like, oh yeah, pain. It was more in like a way where it's like, it's so good to get revenge on what was destroying you so much, and using the same thing that hurt you to destroy the other person is weirdly like, yeah, fuck you. It's more of a revenge thing and less of a sadistic, ugh. Then again, to be honest, I feel like I'm a caveman when I play games. If you guys have seen the amount of things that I've cut out of videos where we're playing a game, like when we're playing Genji or whatever, and I grind my teeth, it's not so much grinding the teeth as me doing this. And doing that, like just basically baring my teeth, like, and doing that, which is just creepy. It's just weird, and it's like really animalistic in a way. And I try to cut it out of the videos, mostly because I know you guys would probably get it and think it's funny, because I told you guys every fucking chance I get about it. Because I want you guys to see it and not be like, but for a new person who's just checking out my channel, they'd be like, this guy got a problem? Like, is he, So yeah. Anyways, yeah, dude, I might squeeze in like some voice in my head. Probably won't have an echo though, because that's just annoying to hear it for a long time. But I might just squeeze in something I forgot, which I feel like I did. But regardless, guys, thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble for so very long. Also, be sure, if you can, if you don't want to, I get it, but be sure I made a Battleborn video that I'm hopefully going to be getting up soon, and it's essentially pretty important because it's going to be changing the format of the video slightly. All that time we spent talking about characters in the beginning, we're gonna tweak it in a good way, in a shout-out kind of way. Okay, yeah, bye guys.